Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest update. We start with Robert Lewandowski saga, as Polish media have unveiled the total figures of a possible Lewandowski transfer to FC Barcelona. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking about Frankie de Jong. It has been reported that Frankie de Jong's agents have sent a strong message to Barcelona as the saga continues to drag on. What is that strong message about? We are going to be looking at that as well. So guys, as we get right into it, please endeavor to subscribe. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a video. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Barca! Barca! The arrival of Robert Lewandowski to Barca camp seems closer every day. The Pole continues to maintain his determination to join FC Barcelona, and although he has arrived at Bayern's training camp to start the pre-season, the Bavarians are close to finally accepting Barca's proposal. The Polish journalist Mateusz Borek, in the program Power of Football, reported that the new Barca proposal already meets the requirements of Bayern's board, and that is only a matter of deciding certain small nuances that remain in the way of finalizing the deal. Borek also gave a detailed breakdown of the total figures of the transfer agreement that is estimated to be approximately at the range of 200 million euros. The Pole will sign the contract for 3 years plus an optional 1 year that will depend on his performance and his condition at the end of the first 3, at a gross rate of 30 million euros per season, with an additional 15 million euros on the total net. The deal could include a commission that his agent would claim, the details of which has not yet been specified. Bayern had demanded 50 million euros for the negotiation, but sources from Germany suggest that there remains a matter of small amount of certain variables which needs to be resolved before finally closing the deal. It is said that in addition to the fixed amount of 50 million, a variable amount of 5 million, could be paid, which would bring the total amount of the signing to 55 million euros. I won't lie, this deal will certainly go through. From what I'm saying, it's just a matter of time. And most reports now indicate that there is that possibility that the deal will go through. But the question still rings in my head. Will Barca be going for the 50 million euro cash fixed that Bayern are demanding? Because yesterday we got a report of Barca don't want to fall into the trap of Bayern. Barca don't want to be pressured by Bayern's tactics, thinking that because Bayern are putting pressure or because they think Barca are desperate for Lewandowski, they will just go ahead and rush things up. Reports even went ahead by saying Barca don't want to go crazy, in quotes. They don't want to go crazy about this Lewandowski thing. They don't want to make themselves like they are so in need or so desperate that Bayern just ask anything they give. So that is where the problem lies. Let's see. But notwithstanding, Barca still confident that they will get this deal over the line. I'm also very optimistic that Barca will get this deal over the line. It's just a matter of time. We are now getting reports from Polish sources claiming that between the figures for the transfer, the salary and possible commissions, everything overall could see the fees and everything reach up to 200 million euros, right? That is a really huge. And when you try to imagine Barcelona going for this deal without any negotiations or without anything to lower that fee, it's quite difficult considering that Lewandowski is in the wrong side of 30. So let's see how things will look like if Barca will actually rush things. But what I'm seeing from Laporta's government is he does not want to make those mistakes in the past, the mistakes of Bartomeu and his management, where money was being spent anyhow. We know we are in economic problems. Despite economic levels that have already started activating them, but that does not mean we just go about spending lavishly, right? We need to spend with wiseness. We need to spend with wisdom. That's what Laporta believes in. And I think if Barca were too trying, like, I don't know, if Barca tried to rush things a lot, if Barca wanted to just go ahead being so desperate, I think this deal, I don't think we would have been speaking about Lewandowski again, because we all know Bayern want that 50 million euros fixed payments. of which if it arrived, then they will leave Lewandowski, right? But this saga continues to drag on and on because that price, nobody saw this price coming. If you told me about some months back that at the end of the day, 50 million euros will be the amount needed for Lewandowski to come to Barca, I could have refused. But the reality is that is what they want. And can we do anything about it? That's the question. Because the way Bayern are firm on their stance, it seems as though Barca will not be able to shake or lower that fee. Bayern, first of all, even refused our last proposal, 40 million euros plus 10 million euros add-ons. So there's a problem, right? But notwithstanding, Barcelona still have that confidence that they will sign Lewandowski. I don't know if they will sign him by lowering the fee or they will just go ahead and pay the 50 million euros to Bayern. Then on to the next story of discussion. Frankie de Jong's agent have reportedly sent a pretty strong message to Barcelona amid continued speculation over the midfielder's future. Manchester United are keen to bring in the Dutchman this summer, while it seems Barca would be willing to sell if the price is right. However, Ali Dusan and Hassan Ketike have told Barcelona that Frankie de Jong has no intention of leaving and doesn't want to take pay cut either, according to Fabrizio Romano's statement. He said, Frankie de Jong's agent Ali Dusan and Hassan Setinkaya has informed Barcelona that Frankie has still no intention to leave, also that Frankie and agents are not accepting any salary reduction or talks related to that. Man United are also informed, deal now stalling. Those are the statements from transfer expert Romano. As such, it appears the deal is stalling, which means Manchester United may decide to look elsewhere, particularly with the start of the new season now coming into view. There is plenty of talk in Spain about De Jong. On Wednesday, Mundo Deportivo reckoned Barca met with the Dutchman to explain the current situation and invited him to assess the offer from Manchester United. However, it seems De Jong still isn't keen and doesn't see why he should take a pay cut because he doesn't consider himself to be the reason of Barca's financial problems. Over at Sport, the word is that Manchester United have handed De Jong an ultimatum. They want the deal closed before the end of the week or will give up and look elsewhere. Looking at how things are going, honestly speaking, it seems as though Frankie de Jong will stay put at Barca. His agent, Ali Dawson, and the other guy, made it clear in their statement recently to Barca that Frankie de Jong won't leave Barca. Frankie de Jong have no intention whatsoever to depart Barcelona. And neither will Frankie de Jong take a pay cut because we know Laporta have been saying it several times that he wish to keep de Jong. But if de Jong wants to stay, it was clear that de Jong must take a pay cut. That is true. And de Jong doesn't want to take a pay cut, going by what his agents have just said. So it's going to be interesting to see how this saga ends. Because the way things have looked like all these past few days, the reports have been, have not been good in United's favor because it seems as though Frankie de Jong is likely to win the race to stay at Barcelona. We all know Champions League football have been one of the main reasons why he does not want to depart. So interesting days ahead to see where Frankie de Jong's future lies.